Let's be honest, this wasn't just a Manchester United win. This was a statement against a team chasing the title. Manchester United didn't just survive, they competed, they controlled the game, and they punished mistakes. And that's why this result matters so much. Manchester United were ruthless. They made Arsenal suffer. And now we're starting to see a pattern emerge from them. They are no longer trying to dominate games that they can't control. They have a structure. And most importantly, they have belief. They are compact in the midfield. They are compact in defense. They are ruthless in attack, ruthless in transitions. And they make it very difficult for their opponents. We have seen this with Manchester City and now with Arsenal. United are starting to look like a team that they used to be. They understand who they are again. Fantastic Manchester United. Pardon me for pausing the video, but like this video, subscribe to our channel, join this community. Let's talk football. It will really help me out. This wasn't about just one superstar. It was the team rallying together to make this work. It was about roles being executed properly. The midfield worked better than Arsenal's. They won duels. They knew exactly what they wanted to do. They broke through the lines. They made it very difficult for Arsenal. What a performance by Manchester United. The back line stayed compact. The goalkeeper knew exactly what he was doing. He gave confidence to the team. He had command of the box. Quick distribution. Calm under pressure. Maguire. Mainu. What a performance from Fernandes. What a performance by Mbuemo. Ahmad. Dogu. Cunha. Fantastic Manchester United. They were clinical up front. 3 shots on target, 3 goals. No time to waste. They waited for Arsenal's mistake and they punished them. They knew exactly when to press. That's maturity. And kudos to their manager, Michael Carrick. What a manager is turning out to be. He's starting to decide what the title race will be. Winning against Manchester City and winning against Arsenal at the Emirates. They didn't choose possession. They controlled the space. They forced Arsenal wide. They crowded the central areas. And they triggered the press only when it mattered. And it was not reactive football. It was calculated football. He knew what he was doing. And there were moments of individual brilliance. Mbuemo pouncing on that ball and making it count. Dogu making it count. Cunha making it count. Thriving in those little small spaces. Manchester United were fantastic. A team to reckon with again. Are Manchester United back? Are Manchester United really back? Because that Manchester United looked like they are back. Fantastic performance. Every player was on point. The defense knew exactly what they were doing. And now let's turn to Arsenal. What went wrong with Arsenal? What is going on at Arsenal? After 2 draws, nil draws in the Premier League, they went to San Siro and they dominated play. But to be fair, Inter Milan had chances, just like Manchester United had chances. But they failed to put them away. But Manchester United didn't. They were ruthless in attack and they scored when it mattered. Once the momentum of the game shifted, Arsenal lost it. Arsenal, this wasn't just about lack of effort. This was also about lack of decision making. So many mistakes at the back. Zubimendi, Saliba, Gabriel. Too many mistakes in the middle of the park. What were Arsenal's holding midfielders? What were they doing in those transitions from Manchester United? It's unlike Arsenal. But if you do this, you'll be punished by teams that are elite, by teams that want to make things happen, by teams that have belief. Arsenal, It's time to wake up. Too many forced passes. Too many moments where they could have been calm and they could have controlled the momentum of the game. They played like they had a weight upon their shoulders after the first 20 minutes. It seemed like it was all over for us now. And this is something we always complain about. There's no movement between the lines, no passes between the lines. Odegaard flat. Eze a bit better but flat. Nobody giving the ball, only the wingers. Only Saka was on the field. It wasn't good enough for us now. It wasn't good enough for us now. No build up. Nothing changed. And when they saw that this U-shaped formation, U-shaped playing wasn't working, nothing changed. Even the players that came in, nothing changed. No tactical change. Arteta has been praised as one of the best in-game managers. But he had no answers yesterday. And even when they scored that second goal, that crappy goal from the set piece, as they always do, there was no response. It was flat. Everybody knew they didn't deserve it. They were not deserving of a win yesterday. It can't continue like this because these teams like Manchester United would punish Arsenal. For the first time, they have conceded 3 goals in this season's tournament. For the first time, they have conceded 3 goals this season. And they did that at the Emirates. It's below par from Arsenal. They need to analyze this game. They need to adjust. They need to build confidence and they need to move on. Odegaard needs to step up. He's not being a captain. He's not playing well at all. And maybe he needs to stay on the bench for a while. Maybe Arteta needs to change some of this and let Eze play a bit more. Well, maybe he would gel with the players and things would improve. Where is Norgard if Zubimendi is not performing? Merino, they need to step up. And at this crucial stage of the season, we've talked about it so many times. They need to be converting. They need to be scoring goals. They need to be creating chances. And all of them, Trossard, very good at shooting. Saka, good at shooting. He's not scored in maybe 9 matches now or 10 matches. And that comes down to the style of play. That comes down to teams unlocking Arsenal's style of play. And if they are able to unlock Arsenal's style of play, they don't score goals, it's going to be difficult. Because there are going to be games when your defense is not at 100%. And when your defense is not at 100%, you need to be scoring goals. And Arsenal don't have those goal scorers right now. Not that they don't have those goal scorers in all of those players that I mentioned. But they are not creating chances. They are not being in the right position. We saw Eze in the North London derby. It was in the positions. And the only reason why that happens is because you're creating those scenarios for yourself. Arsenal, Arteta, the players, they need to bang themselves in the head and do something. Because this season must not slip by. They have to calm down. They have to adapt quicker. They have to sharpen their edge. If not, teams like United will keep punishing them. Well, we'll see what the rest of the season holds. This is Kreets Football. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe. It will help me out a lot. Thank you so much.